Normally I would say thank you very much and the guests may now be seated, but our guests are doing videos, so we'll just leave everybody where they are. A very good afternoon to you all and a warm welcome to Edinburgh City Chambers. My name is Jackie Blackburn and I have been authorised by the Registrar General for Scotland to conduct civil marriage ceremonies in the District of Edinburgh. We are all here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Richard and Angela. Through their words during today's ceremony, they shall be entering into the commitment of marriage. And through your presence here as their legal witnesses and friends, you're here to offer our couple your support. Before I proceed with the civil marriage ceremony, the law does require that I must ask both the bride and the groom to formally identify themselves in my presence and in the presence of their two legal witnesses. Therefore, Richard, I am going to ask you first. Can you please confirm your full name to me?
Richard John White.
Thank you. And Angela, can you please confirm your full name to me?
Angela Key.
Thank you. Your ceremony today shall be carried out in accordance with the Marriage Scotland Act 1977. Under this Act, to be married, a couple are required to make certain declarations. Firstly, today I shall be asking you both to declare that you know of no legal impediment to your marriage. In other words, that there is no legal reason why you should not be joined here today as husband and wife. Did you say no? Did you say no? Secondly, I shall be asking you to declare your true and mutual consent to your marriage. I shall ask you to do this by accepting each other as husband and wife to the exclusion of all others. When you have made both of these declarations in the correct manner, you will then be legally married. It's also a big part of my duty to remind you of the binding character of the declarations you're about to make. Marriage, according to the laws of this country, is the voluntary union of two people for the duration of your lives to the exclusion of all others. For legal purposes, I'm required to talk about the paperwork you've submitted, so we'll do that really quickly. You have both been required to lodge your written notice of intention to marry within my office just next door. Your period of notice has been completed and no impediments to your marriage have been found to exist. Both of your names and the date of your intention to marry have been displayed for the required period, and I'm sure you'll both be really pleased to learn that no objections to your marriage have been lodged. I have now completed most of the legalities I am required to complete for your ceremony today. What I'm going to ask you both to do in just a few seconds is to complete yours by making your declarations to one another and, of course, your personal promises. Before I do that, though, I would like to remind both of you that the declarations you're about to make are legally binding, and the promises that you make to one another here today should be spoken with sincerity and faithfully kept. So I shall now ask you both a question, and Richard, I shall ask you first. Richard, do you confirm that you are ready, without reservation, to make the required declarations that will join you in marriage to Angela?
Yeah, I am.
Good. And Angela, do you confirm that you are ready, without reservation, to make the required declarations that will join you in marriage to Richard? I would now ask all the ladies and gentlemen who are here to be upstanding, so Heather's going to stand with us, and your witnesses are already standing with you to show you their support. Now, the first declaration you shall make today is to confirm your freedom to marry. And Richard, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me first, please. I, Richard,
I, Richard,
do solemnly and sincerely declare
do solemnly and sincerely declare
that I know of
that I know of
no legal impediment
no legal impediments
to my marrying Angela.
to marrying Angela.
And Angela, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me now, please. I, Angela, do solemnly and sincerely declare that I know of no legal impediment to my marrying Richard. The second declaration you shall make today is a little bit more personal and it's a lot more romantic than the last one. This is where you shall accept each other as husband and wife. Now, Angela, can I just suggest that you pop your flowers down beside that little hip flask there?
Hip flask?
And normally I get my brides and grooms to turn and face each other, but you're already doing that and you're doing the holding of the hands. So this is where you look into each other's eyes for this one. Okay. And Richard, can you please make this declaration to your bride? I solemnly and sincerely declare
I solemnly and sincerely declare
that I, Richard, accept you, Angela, as my lawful wedded wife,
as my lawful wedded wife,
to the exclusion of all others.
to the exclusion of all others.
She's trying to make you giggle there, Richard, wasn't she? I know.
Trying to stop him.
Naughty bride. And then, Angela, if you could make the same declaration to your groom, please. I solemnly and sincerely declare that I, Angela, accept you, Richard, as my lawful wedded husband, to the exclusion of all others. Those are the declarations that have to be made by law, but you have both decided to make a personal statement to each other. And I have checked with Richard and I did have his wee note. So Richard, would you like to go first?
Yeah. Angela, I love you more than you will ever know. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you see, smarter than you think, and love more than you know. If I could give you one thing in life, I would give you the ability to see yourself through my eyes. Only then would you realize how special you are to me. I promise to love you and be by your side through thick and thin until we ride off into eternity. You mean the world to me, my darling. Out of time, if I could pick one single moment and keep it shining, always new, of all the days that I've lived, I'd pick the moment I met you.
Wow, how beautiful was that? Angela, are you ready?
From the first time I saw you, I wanted you, and from the first kiss I loved you. From the day we moved in, I needed you. I've waited a lifetime for you. And I feel so blessed to be here today with you. For all that you were, I love you. For all that you used to be, I love you still. For all that you become in the future, I will always be with you, through good and ill. Only we can decide what to do with the time that's been given to us, and I've decided that I want all my time spent by your side, to be true and faithful in body and mind. I love you like the stars above, and love you till I die.
You're not supposed to make us cry, you know. What lovely words, and I'm so glad you've got that on video so you can keep it forever. Richard and Angela, you have now made your declarations and your promises in order to be married. But I know that you would like to show your marriage by giving and receiving rings. And as we know, wedding rings are unbroken circles and therefore a symbol of your eternal love. So Richard, if I could ask you to take Angela's ring first, please. And if I could ask you just to place the ring over the tip of Angela's finger. And just repeat your promise after me, please. This ring is given
This ring is given
as a token of the declarations
as a token of the declaration
I have made here today.
I have made here today.
And just slide Angela's ring on gently, please. And then Angela, if you would like to take Richard's ring, please. And just pop the ring over the tip of Richard's finger and just repeat your promise after me. This ring is given
This ring is given
as a token of the declarations
as a token of the declarations
I have made here
I
today.
have made here today.
And then just slide Richard's ring on gently. As gently as you can, anyway.
The hands are swollen.
Richard and Angela, you have both now made a solemn and binding contract by virtue of the declarations made in my presence, in the presence of your legal witnesses and friends, and through the giving and receiving of your wedding rings. So that now just leaves me great pleasure in pronouncing you husband and wife. Congratulations. You may now kiss.
Hey!